Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more Radiant Tale, and I'm just going to tell you I've tried to record this part for like the last 15 minutes, but I keep losing my mind because I I'm not in a good place right now. Literally only because my job changed their vision insurance. So my eye doctor no longer takes my vision plan. And I just found that out like an hour ago, and I have an appointment in like 2 days. Like not tomorrow, the day after. And like and I have to pay out of pocket, and that's fine, whatever. It's not like it's that, I mean, it's still like almost $300, but like fine. Fine. I'm already gonna have to shell out like almost $2,000 for fucking contacts as it is. Because my coverage only but now I'm gonna have to pay an extra because I think they only pay like $200 or $300 toward glasses or contacts. So like now I'm going to be paying almost $2,500 that I don't fucking have right now. Whatever. Anyway, not the point. I don't want to find a new eye doctor and it's sending me into an emotional spiral because I am not capable of apparently being a functional adult because shit like this makes me want to shut down. And I still can't process it. So like, and whatever medical issues I've currently been dealing with in the last year definitely make me more emotional than I always am. Which I do find amusing because we play these games and sad things happen or happy things happen. And I'm like, no, I'm going to cry, guys. And I don't. And like, what, maybe 2 to 3 times I've actually cried. Meanwhile, thinking about having to change my eye doctor makes me want to sob hysterically. I don't. I make no sense. These games, I should let my emotions out. But no, after this, I will sit there, go down, eat dinner, and cry for the rest of the night, and this will ruin. It has ruined the last hour of my day. It has ruined my entire life right now. Like, I need an emotional support adult to deal with these things for me because I don't want to find a new eye doctor. I don't want to change and go to a new place. I don't like it. If my eye doctor was like, oh, we changed locations and we moved our office, I would also have a breakdown because I don't want to go to a new. I like consistency, and sometimes change is okay, but this is not okay right now. This is not the okay kind of change, and I don't like this, and I didn't sign up for this. I did not elect to make this change, and you can't force it on me, and I hate it. So I'm not in a great place right now. So, fun time. So I'm hoping we could get through this, but I had started recording this, and I went a couple lines in, and then I just, like, lost my shit again, so, like, we're gonna do the best we can right now, because I can't handle it. I don't know how I live alone. I don't know. I mean, obviously, like, I can cook and clean for my damn self, but I need someone to do the normal adult things for me that I don't want to do. Like, paying my taxes and filing my taxes and, like, finding a new eye doctor and, like, taking me there. I don't want to do it. I do have a friend that would actually do that for me because they did that for me, like, when I had to go to doctors again. After, like, a decade of not, I'm like, will you come with me? Honestly, I was blacking out, so I really shouldn't have driven. So I had that. But also, they're really great. I can be like, hey, I need an emotional support human to take me to the doctor because I don't want to go. And they'll go with me. So, find yourself friends who understand that you are fucking ridiculous. And they love you anyway. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But anyway, so, Pashalia's route. We're in Ruth with him. He made the thingy. Not the I can't think of the word for it. It's not a pact. It starts with a C, right? Whatever. Contract. That's the word I'm looking for. With Calivis. So now he's not dead. Cool. Great. We don't want our boyfriend to be dead. So the next morning, refreshing sunbeams shone through the clouds. We've been able to kick back and relax for a change. Right? We decided to stay here. Now that you're in Ruth, why don't you go meet up with your parents? I'm not going to lie, I did read this line before, and I really hope his parents have sprites, so I'm looking forward to this. Because everybody else, like, Ion had Avi, right, from his past, okay. We got Balto for Zephora, right, okay. So, like, our in-laws have sprites, right? Come on. I can't wait. I hope. That will make my life a little bit better, but I'm still going to cry later. I offered up that suggestion to Pashalia. He said he wanted to introduce his friends to everyone in town. Thus, we all tagged along to the village to greet them. That's about as far as we got, so I read those few lines before. But I did say before I went off on my, like, spiraling meltdown for, like, an hour, I felt like that I really hope his parents have sprites, guys. I never told my parents that I synchronized with Vita. Back when I revealed my situation, I thought it'd be the last time I ever saw them. I was ready for that. I never dreamed that things would turn out this way. So Pashalia said on our way to his home. It's been a while since you last saw them, so you've got to show them how healthy you are. By the way, this place is so calm. It reminds me of my hometown. I find it hard to believe that Vilio's hometown is, like, chill with Vilio. They're like, oh my, it's chill now that he's gone, but they were like, oh my god, we can finally relax. There's a huge cabbage farm over there. Let me ask him if we can have some. All the vegetables they grow here are delicious. I recommend... My word, Pashalia! A middle-aged woman with a shopping bag in hand suddenly called out to us. If she has a sprite, it's Mom. Oh, hello, Auntie. No, it's Auntie. She doesn't have a sprite, though. Mom and Dad better have sprites, though. Come on. Even our parents had sprites. And they were only seen in a flashback. Oh, my God. I'm still traumatized underneath, but this is making me forget it temporarily, okay? Oh, I needed this. You know her? Yep, she's my neighbor. Right after your sudden recovery, I heard you left the village to go on a trip. Everyone was worried when you sent a letter saying you joined that circus thingamajig. Thingamajig. I love her. Thingamajig. I like how I just said that. And see, this is why Ginny and I are perfect, and we need the fan disc. Come on, guys. It's hardly surprising that people haven't heard of us, you know. I didn't even know about you when we lived in Arthur. But now we're a popular, royal, utterly elegant entertainment ensemble. I love his pout. I don't know why Ginny's pout is so, like, toddler-esque. Like how we're like, we didn't even know about you. Oh, but... Rady, that was the most horrible thing you could say to Ginny. Like right after your makeup doesn't look good. Like, there are certain things that would trigger Ginny into literally collapsing. Me, it's, we no longer take your insurance plan so you can't see us as an eye doctor anymore unless you want to pay out of pocket. That's enough to make me shut down. Ginny is like basically this. Ginny, you, me, same. We're falling apart together. Ginny, be my emotional support human. Yeah, no, I think I would have to be his emotional support human, so that would be bad. Zephora, come be my emotional support human. He would just tell me, shut up and fucking deal with it. I'll get you an eye doctor and you're fucking going. Yeah. I don't know about some of those. The rumors reached us here. I thought you were going through a late rebellious phase, you see. Thank goodness you weren't. To think that Pashalia we knew has grown into such a fine man. Hey, did you just say Pashalia? The door of a nearby house swung open and a man poked his head out. He must have overheard the happy reunion. I love this so much. So you've returned, huh? How you feeling? You're called the Enchanting Conductor, right? I've seen the poster. Before we knew it, Pashalia was surrounded. We happened to be nearby, so I wanted to introduce everyone in Circus to Father and Mother. The door of the house a little ways away opened when he said that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Someone say, Pashalia? I don't know if it's a man or a woman. A gentle-looking woman with a similar air as Pashalia's appeared from within. Oh my god, it's his mom. Mother. No, Mom needs a fucking Sprite. You don't get to take our in-laws from us, game. Our parents had Sprites. Please tell me she's gonna have a Sprite. Come on. At least in a CG or something? Like, I don't have enough voice. I'm not old enough to have an old lady voice, so anyway. I was wondering why it was so noisy outside, and then I heard your voice. How surprising. Sorry about that. I should have given you a heads up. No need. Lovely to see you're doing well. This is not how I expected your mother to greet you after not seeing you for a while. Looking at them side by side, I can totally see the resemblance. He looks just like her. Could we see the side by side? Vishalia's mother and neighbors got excited after hearing we'd be staying the night. More and more people trickled in, and maybe the news of his arrival had spread. What? I can't believe you! What? Pashalia's parents don't get sprites? Balto gets a sprite. Avi gets a sprite. Sure, they're the main antagonists of, like, you know, Ion and Zephora's routes, but, like, and Pashalia's main antagonist is him dying. Sure. And technically his death got a sprite, if you think about it, because his illness was the cracking of the hands and stuff. So technically that got a sprite. So, right. But, like, and we got to see Vita in her little cute form in a CG. But, like, but she's in his body, so, like, we're not going to be able to see her, right? Not her not having a sprite makes sense. But, like, our in-laws don't get a sprite. Come on! Come on! Are you telling me that when we go down Vilio's route, no, we're not going to get any sprites with him and his antagonist or whatever's happening? Come on, game. Failure. 0 out of 10. Don't recommend. Worst game ever. I'm kidding. I love this game. But you know what? You might be like a 9.9 out of 10 now, because I'm slightly disappointed. Just saying. Slightly disappointed. That night, the villagers treated us to a real feast. And this cabbage roll thing is amazing! And true, the quality is far better than most.
Oh, right. I'm not sure if telling them I'm just a child from Arthur was a good idea. But don't worry your pretty little head about it. It's just a lie we gotta tell.
They don't... Out here, they don't know... I mean, okay, I guess there's no, like, TVs and anything, so it's like... You don't know what the prince looks like? You haven't heard that the... Even if you tell them your name, no one will suspect that a prince would come to this kind of village. And it seems likely they've not heard about our recent show in Kalita.
They'll pass out if they know you're a real prince. Besides, the star of the show here is Pashalia.
Everyone's excited to know that someone from this village is a celebrity. After mingling with his parents and the other villagers, Pashalia returned to our spot. I just can't believe that we don't get to, like, meet our in-laws. Turned into such a huge deal somehow.
Other people here are real pals.
Heck, they even gave me booze. Fucking Rady. And the food's yummy. What a nice village. I never expected to receive this kind of treatment. The residents are all close with one another, unlike city dwellers. It's a small village after all. Everyone knows each other.
You should stay with your parents for the night.
I agree. Let's meet up in the morning.
No, Spacey. You'll be staying at Pashalia's house too.
Me? My brain stopped working. Unable to process what Ginny has said, my brain stops working a lot. Stay at his... What? But why?
When I told Pashalia's parents that we've been living in the tent, they were like, I feel sorry for the girl.
Well, I appreciate the sentiment.
Good for you, Spacey. Wish you luck, girlie.
Do you think Ginny was like, oh, we've been living in tents. Have you met Spacey, the only girl in our group? And they're like, oh, I feel bad for her. You know, she should say, you know what I don't? Yeah, you think he fucking did it on purpose because he's like, you're in love with Pashalia, and if Pashalia is staying with his parents, then, like, there you go. And Rady's over here like, all right, you go get you some girl. I love our wingman. Our man Harem is great. He's totally making fun of me. Are you okay with that, Pashalia? I won't be imposing. Not at all. I'm happy I get to be with you. Ah! Oh, our rooms will be separate, of course. Sorry. I didn't mean to confuse you. Look at him blushing so much. It's fine. Oh, he's so cute. We're both blushing like idiots.
To be young.
You're not that fucking old, Ginny, Jesus. face turned bright red when they grinned at me. After that, we dug into our food and drink with relish. Wow.
And thank you so much for today, everyone.
Our merry band dispersed after Ginnia's final toast. I went to Pashalia's house afterward. It was so sudden, my heart wasn't prepared. Pashalia's mother told me to wait in his room as she prepared clothes and a bed for me. Pashalia sat on the bed while I took the chair. No words left our lips for some time. It feels strange to have you in my room. Same here. It feels strange to be in it. Oh, you have a lot of adventure books on this shelf. Sketchbooks, too. That's all the stuff I drew before I became written. Can I take a look? Sure. It's a little embarrassing because I drew them 2 years ago, though. I browsed through the drawings of water spirits, Ruth's scenery, his parents and neighbors. Ashalia's world was carefully illustrated in these pages. This is the world he saw from this very room. So this is what spirits look like. Somehow, they make me feel a little nostalgic. Oh, here's your mom. See, she has such a beautiful smile. And this is the neighbor from before. They're smiling so happily. I feel warm just looking at them. These aren't just good drawings. They're great. I guess the wish I put into those drawings is what made you feel that way. I wish that, even if I died, I could express my gratitude to the people I left behind through these drawings. See, he had lived his life thinking any moment might be his last. I could never imagine how hard it must have been for him. In that moment, I couldn't bring myself to express pity or sorrow. Instead, I conveyed my own gratitude. Thank you for allowing me to see these. And thank you for telling me about a period in your life I know nothing about. That's not something to be thankful for. It is, actually. In fact, I think I needed this. But why? Shelly had tilted his head in confusion, and then I said, so I can stand beside you, so I can get to know you. Come on, so I can stand beside you. Get to know you is like the friend ending, and stand beside you as your lover. And your queen! Wait. Oh. Save! Where the fuck were we putting all of our saves? Oh yeah, because that's... Wait, Pashalia's got 2? Oh. Huh. That's interesting. Wait a minute. Because Ion only had 1, so Pashalia's got 2? Oh, okay. Save file 1 is just you get a CG variation. Okay, I scrolled down really quick. Let's see, so okay. All right, so okay, I was like, Pashalia's got 2 endings. No, so okay. We'll see the CG. You choose, you get a different CG for that scene. Okay. So this is the real one. Oh, anyway, yeah. So I can stand beside you. So I can stand beside you. Because that's very similar to what we said in Ion's route to him. You know what I mean? Like. Huh? I promised, remember? That I'd always be by your side. I realize now that there are still a lot of things I don't know about you. What you're thinking about makes you feel down. I feel like if I get to know you a little bit better, maybe you can rely on me more. Spacey, I don't want to hear you say sad things anymore. I smiled brightly, but Shelia, on the other hand, looked down at the floor. I feel you'll get mad at me if I say this. I feel kind of bad that you've been teaching me so many things. I have? Yeah. I like the strength to finish the things you started, no matter how hard it is. Or the kindness to be the first to help someone in trouble. Or the warmth you offered when you were worried about me suddenly collapsing, and how you never let go of my hand. Were you awake back then? No. My memory from the time I collapsed is hazy, but I remember someone holding my hand. It was you, right? Mm-hmm. It was the only thing I could do. Don't say that. You're really helpful. I believe your hand was the one that saved me. Even when I was so close to giving up, that hand of yours saved my life. That's true. It'd make me very happy. My body quivered just remembering how hopeless I'd felt then. It was so hard for me. I couldn't do anything. But if I had helped out even a little, then nothing could give me greater pleasure. You've given me so much that I'll never be able to repay it all. Even now, you're still trying to come up with all sorts of ways to help me. But you don't need to worry about me so much. And forget our promise. What? I can't bother you any more than this. Let's just go back to how we were before we made that promise. This must have been his way of showing consideration for me. I totally got why he said it, but I can't do that. I mumbled in a stupor, rejecting his proposal. I can't go back. But it's because I like you. I couldn't help but say it. I like you, Pashalia. There was no stopping me now. I want to do everything in my power for the one I like. Pashalia was frozen with shock as he gaped at me. A wave of anxiety crashed over me. Does that bother you? Still, he said nothing. It might have been my first time experiencing such a heavy, painful silence. But, sorry. That's not how I expected this to go. He spoke in a very small voice. I told myself I had to say something, yet nothing came out of my mouth. Of course. I mean, he had to respond in some way, right? I should have understood, but you deserve better than me. Why would you... I'd have said you don't like me back. I deserve better? Seriously? That's not what I want to hear. I don't need such brutal kindness. My voice failed me and tears burst forth instead. Sorry. I wanted to stay by Pashalia's side even after this journey ended. It was my wish. That wish will never come true. I am. You know what? Stop talking. It's making it worse. How can you apologize in such a sweet and gentle voice? I never intended to cry. Yeah, I don't think you usually intend to cry. It just fucking happens. Hi, me all day today. But every time I heard his voice, the tears got worse. Oh no, oh no. Oh, you're not giving me a CG like this. Oh no, stop it. Oh, he's like wiping away her tears. Stop, he's so beautiful. Don't cry. Why? Why are you being so kind to me? You deserve better than me. There's no one better. No one else can gently wipe my tears away other than you. Why do you look like you're suffering more than me when I'm the one crying? I couldn't understand his feelings. Sorry for saying something so weird out of nowhere. Don't worry, I'll go back to treating you like a friend tomorrow. I tried to put on a convincing tone. Holding back my sobs, I ran out of the room. Oh. I'm such an emotional wreck right now that almost makes me cry just because I'm already sad. I couldn't bring myself to chase after her. I was the lowest of the low. She confessed so seriously, and yet I felt like my heart would stop the moment I heard her say, I like you. So happy I could cry. I'm not the one for you. This is what's best for you. I mean, you knew that's exactly what was happening, but it doesn't hurt any less. You're like, damn it, stop it! Spacey. No. Hurt her for my own good. I'm really awful. I mean, you knew. We didn't... Okay, I like the fact that they give you little insights and you get to be the other character for a hot second and see their brain. Ooh, chapter 8. But, I mean, we knew. You knew exactly when it was like, no, I'm sorry. Like, that he was trying... Like, I'm not good enough for you. You deserve something. Like, you knew. You knew exactly what he was thinking, but... Mornings were relentless, with the sun rising, whether anyone wanted it to or not.
Morning.
Oh, morning, Rady. His considerate gaze hurt a little. I was supposed to have stayed at Pashalia's house, but I'd run back to the tent crying, knowing that Rady stayed close and quiet.
I got a vague idea. Look, tell me if it really hurts.
Thanks, Rady. I'll be fine. I will not be fine. My chest felt tight when I thought back to what happened yesterday. This journey wouldn't end just because my love was unrequited. We were only halfway through our journey to help cure Calivis. Moreover, we'd be going to Oriens to save Pashalia. No matter how heartbroken I was, everything stayed the same. Still be traveling as one of his circus friends. I'd be lying if I said it didn't hurt. But wasn't pain part and parcel of being in love? Back when we went to Oriens the first time, love seemed irrelevant to me. I always thought it was wonderful to have someone to love with all your heart, even when things are tough or painful. Just didn't think it had anything to do with me. Now, though, I understood. I could see why those citizens were so passionate about love. I guess enduring heartbreak is normal for them.
Should I ask Jenny if we can split off from the group?
No, it's okay. Despite everything, we're still friends, and I still want to save him.
If you say so. What if I see you forcing yourself even a little? I'll consider a split. You hear me?
Okay. It hurts and it sucks, but I'll be fine. I don't know if I can act like my normal self, but it's not like I'm forcing it. We're just going back to being friends. It's not like we're never going to see each other again. Compared to how scared and anxious I was when Pashalia passed out, this is nothing. I'd slept through the night, talked to Rady, and bathed in the morning light. My mind was still far from clear, but I figured I'd be able to stay positive.
Let's get ready and head to the carriage. Oriens round 2. Here we go.
Yeah. Morning, guys.
Good morning. Hey, you're set to go already, I see.
Oh, sorry, I didn't help out.
No problem at all. Putting the tent away was so easy, even I could do it.
Yeah, right. And that reminds me. We got lots of cabbages yesterday, so we can keep eating those super yummy cabbage rolls for a while.
Ion asked for the recipe. I do not know if mine will measure up to the villagers, but I will try my best. Agreed, those were really good. Can't wait to try yours, Ion. To my relief, nothing had changed. I could do this as long as they were with me. We kept on gabbing as we climbed into the carriage. And then I saw him. I love that. We climbed into the carriage, and then I saw him. Oh. For a moment's pause, he looked so sad. Spacey. Pashalia, already inside the carriage, held out his hand like always. Thanks. I took his hand and got in. I would be petty and be like, I'm not taking your hand! Like, I would just be like, I'm fine, I can do it on my own! Because I'm an asshole. Okay, so we're Pashalia now. Oh, look, we get to see their tent! Aww. Who does he room with and whose side is whose? That night, after we left Ruth and headed toward Oriens, we were taking a short break before dinner.
I feel like it's been a while since I shared a tent with you, Vilio.
Oh, that was Pashalia saying that to Vilio. I was so wrong. I just saw Vilio and just assumed. Okay, so then I'm thinking the side on the right that's like cluttered and messy would be Vilio's. And I mean, Pashalia's, you kind of figured the blue side with the little flower, but I'm like, who's got over there with all the pennants and posters and stuff? Makes sense, it's Vilio. I feel like it's been a while since I shared a tent with you, Vilio. I tried to act casual and make small talk with Vilio. It failed.
Say, Pashalia, did something happen last night?
Felt like we were acting pretty normal this afternoon. Nah, they ain't stupid. They knew, they were like, you're in love with him, aren't you? And you're like, I've barely figured that out myself! Vilio was strangely sharp though. Kept glancing at me.
I see. Something did happen, yeah? I could tell just by looking at you two. I'm just a little bit worried, see? I feel like you brooded over all this by yourself and came to your own conclusion. You've always been like that, you know? You seem like you're listening to people when you're really not, and you tend to give up.
We're gonna go to Vilio's, like, dragon fucking island, and he's gonna be like, I'm actually the only one, and I'm 7,000 years old. I just had no one else to talk to. Like, again, he is very much similar to Calivis in the, like, little baby body almost, and, like, just wise-ass brain. Like, I mean, Vilio's an idiot sometimes. Like, he's kind of an idiot. Don't get me wrong. He's a little bit of a himbo. But he has moments where all of a sudden you're like, you know, you're saying some pretty wise shit. What the fuck just happened? Like, are you on drugs right now? You know? Calivis has always been very wise in a baby body. It's just baffling and fun. I love it. But, like, Vilio's always like, yeah, no, I'm having a great time. I like the himbo. Okay. You know, every once in a while I spit out something wise and endearing, and it's like, amazing. And you're like, what the fuck happened? Who are you right now? I love it. He's a himbo with a little, like, just a little dash of, like, intelligent wisdom in here. It's good. Yeah, I'll say this because you're my friend. Stop doing that. It hurts me when you decide things on your own, leaving me out of it. That sounds so funny. You're a real wonder, Vilio. He really fucking is. You're the exact opposite of me. And you're sharper than you look. He's sharper than he acts most of the time. Well aware I'm a terrible person. Possible, I didn't want to have to face this side of myself. I smiled bitterly as I spoke. I want Spacey to be happy. That's why I'm no good for her. I'll only bring her misery. I'm no expert on this, but do other people get to decide what will make someone else happy? Isn't that something only the person themselves can decide? Wish I could be like you, Vilio. I love Vilio's little pout face, because he's like, right now, he's mad. He is mad, and he's gonna sass you, but it's just, like, adorable, instead of, like, oh, it's intimidating, angry. Like, I am mad at you. I'm giving you my angry face. This is serious. You know, where you're like, oh, it's serious. You're like, look at you, you're so cute. Oh, you're being serious. Okay, whatever. Like, it's adorable. Like, when Ginny pouts, you're like, look at you, you're so cute. I just want to poke your cheeks. Other people look mad and you're like, oh, like Ion looks mad, intimidating. Vilio looking mad is like just adorable and you just want to ruffle his hair and tell him he's cute. Like, I can't take it seriously. But again, he's wise every once in a while and it's brilliant. I love it. Vilio, Bashalia, dinner is ready. Come to the common area. We'll be there in a sec. Leo shot me an unusually intense look. Now that's his mad face. Right there. The other pal. This is the intimidating face. And actually, when he makes this face, he goes from, like, being adorable to kind of sexy. I'm here for it. No matter how much you wish for it, you wish and long for it, you can only lead your own life, not someone else's. You can't become me, and I can't become you. I'll punch you if you say something like that again. I don't care. I love him. Vilio scowled and stomped out of the room. I already knew that. And Vilio must have had his own problems. Still, I admire Vilio's way of life. He's looked straight ahead, believing a bright future awaited him. I learned to be that kind of person, too. Again, I just feel like I have to constantly reiterate that, like, we know this by now from me, unless this is your first game here. But, like, Vilio is not normally, like, again, like, the himbos, only once. We know. Like, the one time it was like, I love this fucking himbo. Where did this come from? You know, I've made exceptions, because, like, Code Realize is really, like, the best man harem game. Like, Impy wasn't my favorite. You know, he's that little bro dude himbo kind of guy, and you're like, okay, yeah, simmer down. But you still he's kind of endearing and you love him anyway. You're like, it's fine. You know what I mean? You're not my normal type of love interest. And I hate to say you're my least favorite in that game, but it's only because everyone's so great, but it's still like, but I say that with but like, I still love you. So it's really hard to rank everyone. It's just, you're not my normal type. And Vilio's the same way. You're not my normal type. You're adorable and cute. And like, you got your little baby face going on over here, but like, you are so endearing and charming that, like, it's okay, I love you anyway, you know? Like, every once in a while, characters like that pop out and just surprise you. Instead of being like, no, I mean, the route's good, but, like, you're baby-faced and I can't do it. Like, I like the character. That's great. but like not for me. But this one is like, you're like, Vilio, you can just come into the man harem because you're too adorable. I'm like, how do I leave you behind? You're so endearing and charming, and you just brighten up the room. He's literally he's this game's Impy. Okay, I'm just saying. And I think, did one of you guys point out, was it this one, that this is written by the same author, like the people or person or whoever who wrote Code Realize, and now I'm just like sitting there and I'm like, you know what? Listen, I know VAs, but I don't know like the artists and the authors and stuff, and like, you know what I mean? Like, that's my part. That's the blind spot I have when it comes to Otome games. I don't know, like, everyone's like, this artist who did this and this, and I'm like, I don't know. I might go, oh yeah, I can see where they look the same, but I have no idea the artists who do the Otome games. I have no idea about the writers behind the Otome games. I know the voice actors. Some of them I'm like, yes, this is my shit, and I know too much about certain people. Okay? That's my side of it, alright? But like, now knowing that and being like, you know what, it makes a lot of sense because these characters and the whole entire, like, just perfect man harem tropiness of everyone here is like perfect, and it's like, because there's always a character you're like, yeah, I want to like this character, and they're really good, but every single one of them is just so charming and endearing and wonderful that you're like, I love this. This is they're the perfect found family, and that's exactly the way Code Realize was, and this is why probably I love this game so much, because every single game we have ever played has been held up to Code Realize standards, because that was one of the earlier ones we played. Not even the first one, right? Amnesia Memories was the first one we played. Was Code Realize like right after that? I don't even remember where it says. Was it the third game or the fifth game? I don't know. It was one of the earliest, and it was like steampunk London. I'm here for that. It's steampunk. I love steampunk. That's my shit. So it won for that. But then just everything about the characters. God, I love you all so much. You're all so great. And how do you pick one? That was the first game that was like, every single one of you can come to the man harem because I love you all. And like, so I somehow should not be surprised that it's the same writer or writers or whatever, because these characters give you that same vibe. You're like, I love you all. You would all just come. It's great. We're just all besties, and we live in different tents, but we're basically traveling. It's like the similarities, and I get it. I feel it. And it's not even like it feels too similar and whatever. It's like, no, that's what I love. The similarities are what I love so much about it. God. Okay. Anyway. A few days later, we arrived in Oriens. And there are tons of games that I love. Like, I love Pio Fiore, but I wasn't like every single character. You know what I mean? I liked most of them. Orlok wasn't my thing. He's too young and adorable. Liked his route, liked the character, not coming to the man harem. This one, everyone into the man Even Vilio, you're not my type, but like, fuck it, I love you too much. You can't stay behind. Like, I have to take you. The man harem would be lacking without you now. I just don't understand that, you know?
I've seen and heard stories about Oriens, but wow, it's really built on the water. They feel strong water magic here, too. Not to mention lots of spirits.
Oh my god, wait till we take him to the water park. If I remember correctly, the Lacrimae earring should be in the underwater park.
I've already told them that the prince will be coming, and that we've come to take the core item. Calypus and I will go meet the officials. Can you set up the tent in the same place as before and wait there?
Sure. We split up and moved to the outskirts of the city. Can you imagine? The prince is coming, we're taking your shit. I mean, I feel like it'd be weird. Like, you understand, like, it's the prince or the king is like, we are declaring that we need this item. Oh, okay. And, like, when the prince's coronation happens, they gather all the items, whatever. But it would be weird. You're like, the audacity of this motherfucker taking my shit. A few hours after that, Ginia and Calypus returned to the tent carrying a small jewelry box. Ginia opened the intricate lock and the lid popped open. Where's the chill coming from? He looks sick, poor thing.
And that's to be expected. And this is an elemental mass of ultra-pure water.
Better keep your distance, Vilio. Wow. I think this many spirits would gather around the tent with that alone. While I could barely feel it, the box seemed to radiate strong magic. The temperature dropped a little as well.
So, what do we do next?
I need to undo my contract with Pashalia, but just in case, can you put on the earrings first?
I see. That's right.
What's wrong, Vilio? You're looking grim.
It's just, being near Pashalia might tire me out a bit once he puts them on. I'll be fine once I get used to it, but I can't share a tent with him for a while.
Oh, he looks sad! Oh.
Just change rooms then, but stay out of mine.
Jeez, Vilio. Here I was worried it'd be something much worse.
And now, boys, let's worry about that later. We must proceed with this first. Come on, Pashalia. Put the earrings on.
Okay. Pashalia timidly reached out to the box. He must have been nervous. Gently, he removed the cloth covering the earrings so everyone could see them. Oh. It was the same pair of earrings I saw once in the underwater park. They were sealed inside a water globe and protected by strong magic. The thing that's sad about that is not like, oh, they were locked away or like whatever. They were in the underwater park so everyone could walk out and everyone had these, oh, we walk under the arch or whatever. Now they're like, no, you can't anymore. Kind of sucks. I mean, I guess it's no different than a museum having like art and you're just seeing it and then they make deals with other like museums and then they pass the art along. So you're like, oh, I used to be able to go here and see this piece of art and now it's over here. I don't think they do that much, but like, you know, maybe with like certain types of pieces, but like, isn't the Mona Lisa always in the... You know what I mean? And what if they all of a sudden pack that shit up and sent it somewhere else? You'd be like, the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, it'd be weird. They looked gorgeous then, but now that I could see them up close, their radiance was truly out of this world. I'll put them on then. With a polite dip of his head, Pashalia extended a hand toward the earrings. His brow was scrunched with anxiety. Just when his fingertips were about to touch the jewels... Whoa. Earrings emitted a dazzling light, forcing us to squeeze our eyes shut.
Get away, guys! The water magic's getting crazy strong!
A wall of water rose up and rolled forward like a living creature, as if summoned by the blast of light. What's happening? Earrings are like, fuck you. I can't let you touch those as you please. A dignified voice echoed around us. Leave. God damn, she's hot! Like, the next instant, a translucent woman appeared, floating in the air. Also, like, girl, how do those stay on those boobs? Like, Jesus. I love how she's got little, like, little fish and coral and stuff in the bubbles, but that itty-bitty baby killer whale, it looks so fucking ridiculous. I love the idea of what they did with her, though, with, like, the bubbles, and then, like, oh, there's a little fish and whatever. The killer whale, I saw that first and went, it's the babiest killer whale. I can believe, like, the fish are little, but how do you get a killer whale that's, like, palm-sized? Ow! Oh, my God. Even I can see her.
Me too. This is...
Wait a sec. There's no way. Are you the Great Spirit of Water?
Indeed I am. Wow. She is beautiful. The water spirits in Pashalia's drawings were as small as dwarves. Yet the woman in front of me looked so powerful, her crushing presence alone made my body tremble. She gets a sprite, but like, mom and dad don't. Oh no, is she going to be the main antagonist? You can't do that. You're supposed to be nice. Aren't all the spirits supposed to be good? I don't know. My name is Leave. I'm the founder and guardian of Orions.
But didn't the 4 great spirits disappear after leaving their core items behind?
Right now, I'm like a lingering presence clinging to the lacrima. My affection toward humankind was deeper than that of the other spirits. I wanted to see Arthur's future with my own eyes, so I left a sliver of my consciousness behind. However, this is my first time making an appearance in this form.
Gotcha. But why did you come out all of a sudden?
I only allow the lacrima to be used for the enthronement of Arthur's kin. Otherwise, they should be left as is to guard the city. Is that little heir of Arthur not here for enthronement? Leve had her eyes on Calyvis. He hurriedly straightened his posture before answering.
I'm Calyvis, firstborn son and heir of the current King Vigonia. It's a great honor to meet you.
I have seen the previous kings, but you seem to have inherited a great deal of Arthur's power. Your power is a little distorted now. Perhaps it'll be a while before we can see your true form.
I shall come and greet you again once I return to my original form. But right now I beg your consideration on an important matter.
So much fun reading in Calyvis' little voice that I gave him when he's being all serious and princely, because it just sounds ridiculous, and I love it. I observed Leve's reaction as Calyvis explained Pashalia's situation. She looks a bit scary, but she's listening. Maybe she'll help us. I feel like if she popped out of these earrings, it ain't gonna be that easy. As I held on to that faint thread of hope, Calyvis finished his speech. Leve turned to look at Pashalia. Plus, we're only in the beginning of Chapter 8, and don't we have another one after this, so... I see. Indeed, I can see an adorable spirit inside you. There's no need to be afraid. Rest assured, I won't eat you. Yet. Just kidding. Yes, ma'am. My name is Vita. It's a pleasure to meet you. I don't remember Vita's voice now, and I don't want it to be the same, so whatever. It was only natural that Vita, who was so blunt before, humbled herself before Leve. Water spirits are more inclined to bond with humans than other spirits. Did you go to such great lengths out of a desperate desire to prevent his death? At first, I only planned to help him a little, and I don't want to disappear. Even Circus told him to rest. He didn't have to work that seriously. But he told me he was inspired by the others. He ended up trying so hard for everyone. I'm sorry, Vita. Must have been really difficult for you. Obviously! I couldn't believe you! I kept wondering, what are you thinking? Do you want to die? I've come to understand how you feel after meeting so many humans through your body. When he made someone smile with what he did, he felt content for the first time ever. I feel the same when I watch over my younger siblings. It's my reason for living. Shalia must have found his purpose in life that way. Yeah, I always think that even if I'll never see the future, I can still make it better for someone else. It honestly ticks me off to see you always looking back. Always so pessimistic. Humans are complicated creatures, though, and they're far from perfect, and that's exactly what makes them appealing. I want to see Pashalia go on even more journeys with the others. Vita stammered a bit, but her voice was rich with affection and warmth. I wholeheartedly understand your feelings. My contractor, Arthur, never failed to overcome any unreasonable demands pressed upon him. I also thought to myself, I want to keep watching over him. Leve looked off into the distance, reminiscing about the past. So, I made it my purpose in life to develop Oriens, a city Arthur entrusted to me. The City of Love. Arthur was very pleased with that nickname. Girl, were you crushing on him a little? Because I feel like there's some... Okay. Am I reading into it? It's okay. I poured my mana into this place, hoping the city would become even more beautiful and make everyone happy. The citizens loved me in return, and many came to make a vow of everlasting love. However, despite all the wishes I made for their happiness, human love is not eternal. Leve's skin rippled with sorrow. A human heart is fickle. Couples break their vows of everlasting love, betray each other, and part ways. And the number of people who come to make me such vows grows scarce, and their devotion wanes. Her voice was tinged with melancholy. The state of things must have saddened her greatly. I did hear that leave vows are rarely held anymore because the punishment for breaking them is heavy. Looking at it from Leve's perspective, it does seem like a betrayal. People would fall in love, but then it would wither instead of blossom. Not that I was in any position to talk about love. Still, I understood the pain of loss.
Please, would you lend Pashalia your aid? I already received permission from the king. He is a precious friend to me, the next king of Arthur.
Arthur cleared all the trials we great spirits set for him, and he magnificently manifested the lacrima and other core items. Since one of his kin has asked this of me, I shall give your friend a chance. A chance? Oh God, she said that we're gonna have to go on some trials, ain't we? Really?
Good for you, Pashalia.
Mean by a chance. What should I do? Before the last petal falls off this rose, you might. Oh wait, no, that's Beauty and the Beast. We could easily do that if Pashalia would just admit. Anyway, hold on. Please show me the thing I long for most. True love.
True love?
We were taken aback by her answer. Well, that's what me and Pashalia would have had if he didn't turn me down. That's not something tangible, though. Leaves smiled at my timid remark. You're right, but there is potential among you. Just around the corner, in fact. I can tell. I can sense it. She knows. Zephora's over there like, yeah, the potential right around the corner. When we finish this round, we go into Zephora. Yeah, it's you. She feels my true love for you. Does Pashalia have to show you this true love himself? Or can it come from anyone? Find that answer yourself. Hey, wait! Leave! She did leave. No, I'm just kidding. Once you find the answer, call me with the lacrima. I'll be waiting. Leave vanished, leaving only her cheerful encouragement behind. We looked at the lacrima earrings, feeling lost.
What should we do? I never expected it to turn out this way.
Who could have imagined a great spirit would appear? I wouldn't call it a bust, though.
Let me tell you this in advance, Pashalia. Don't even think about saying you're gonna give up.
Elio, you...
And don't go telling us your problems are a burden or that we should quit just because there's something so important involved. You're unusually keen today. Feel the same, though.
Yep, no quitting for you. We ain't gonna have any of that. Well, Pashalia?
Sorry, it's just... True love is such an abstract concept. I have no idea what it is. I have no clue what I should do to overcome this trial. He has a point. She said it's just around the corner and that she can feel it. Everybody search around the corners! I'm surprised that's something Vilio didn't fucking say. He's having a wise moment, though, so... Nothing came to mind, even after I'd studied all their faces. Is Zephora got a tear? Is Zephora crying? Wait a minute. What the fuck is happening? The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. I understand the sad pain look, but Zephora literally has a tear on his face. Is there a point in his route where he's gonna cry like this and break me? Because, like... I do love, though, because my first instinct when I saw this was like, everyone's like, I'm studying, I don't understand, and everyone's looking like, oh, it's you and Pashalia. He just has to admit he loves you. Come on, guys. Like, they're all looking at us sadly because, like, you guys are pathetic. But then fucking Zephora's tear fucking threw me off. Like, what the hell? Where did that come from? I love it.
Oh, well, now, we can't just sit and give up, can we? We've got to come up with something.
We'll never make progress if we stay here. Orions is Leave's territory, so there should be clues somewhere. Well, let's look around.
Yeah, right. Better to make moves than stand around doing nothing.
Agreed. You know, Leave seems to be reminiscing about the past. Thought we try asking the citizens about charms or traditions related to love. Understood. In that case, I shall go that way. We managed to make smooth progress thanks to everyone's suggestions. We split up and went to different parts of the city. Oh my god, are we going city investigation? At times like these, I'd usually call out to Pashalia. But today... I left the tent alone without looking back. Aww. Oh, we do! Ooh! Oh, and guess what? we go see everybody. I just scrolled up. I cheated, but that's okay. But technically, we go to Ion first. Underwater Park Passage with Ion. Yep. Since we're talking about true love here, I should try asking couples. Except, I have no idea how to approach couples on a date. Okay, don't do that. Don't be a sim. Hey, hi, are you on a date? Let's have a Get out of here! AB conversation. See your way out, bitch. They were so engrossed in their own world that I couldn't find a way to interrupt. And also, like, could you imagine you're canoodling with your letting somebody, hey, hi, I have questions. Kissing, get out. Like, oh, look who it is. Darling! Oh, darling, that man is so scary. Shh, he'll hear you. Standing tall in a sea of couples was Ion. He stuck out like a sore thumb. Ion, what are you doing? Hello. I came here to question the people nearby, but they appear inclined to avoid me. And now I'm just standing here searching for anyone I can approach. Ah, I see. I can't tell him that'll only scare people away even more. I was about to suggest that I stay with him when... Oh, okay, I was like, John was the guy. I knew it! Hey, Ion! A long time no see! Squinting at the familiar-looking couple, I suddenly remembered who they were. You're flirting with other women! I can't trust you anymore! Why don't you believe me? I'm not cheating on you! Oh, you're the couple who fought at Cheers when we came here before, and you threw a bottle at him and it went out the window and No? Bad time? I was wondering how you two were doing. I'm glad to see you're getting along well. It's all thanks to you! Are you going to hold another show in our city? No, we're here for an investigation. Excluding any mention of leave, we told them about our situation. They shared a glance. True love, huh? That's quite a philosophical conundrum, I must say. I have no clue what the answer is. I guess it must be fate that our paths crossed here. Please, tell me what love is. That's difficult. Love isn't something you can understand just by asking someone. True. It's something you learn through trials and tribulations. Love is rife with trials, is it? Not those kind of trials, Ion! I do agree that the practice of telling one another how you feel is similar to battle. Not quite, dear. What? Ion, it's not that kind of trial, okay? I looked up at Ion, who was nodding his head sagely. Clearly he'd misunderstood something. You know what, I gotta be honest. We make fun of Vilio for being a himbo, but Ion's a little slow on the uptake too. Like, he's a little dumb. But it's like, Vilio is like the peppy, dumb himbo that has moments of sageness, and Ion is like kind of the opposite. Like, he's very intelligent and quiet, and like, but then he has moments like this where you're like, are you an idiot? It's kind of adorable. It's just because he doesn't understand love. So things he has no clue about. He's total. It's not even like, yeah, I just don't get it. It's more like, oh, I see it. It's like a battle. Okay, Klingon, simmer down. It's not like that. God. Both of them continued talking after that. Oh my god, it's so funny. Alright, so we will stop here, and then we'll continue with our event and going to our next things afterward, because we're about out of time, so. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more!